Okie dokie, we are backy. I hate that actually. I'm gonna keep it in, but I wish I could remove it from the existence that it is. We're back, and I think we're on the regular cadence now, so we don't have anything
Of
banked.
Hyrule.
What?
Cadence of Hyrule.
I mean, shout out to Cadence of Cadence. Was that the name of it? Cadence of Hyrule, the Necro Dancer game.
I think.
Okay, shout out to that game. It was fantastic. I don't even know if they added any DLC or did they ever move that to Steam? It was just, or was it exclusive to Switch?
I assume Nintendo only because it has Nintendo characters.
That's true. Maybe I don't know when, but that'd be great if they just went multi-platform with their first party games. Anyway,
No, because how they're gonna sell the Switch, the Ultra, the Deluxe Edition.
what do you mean? How are they going to do that, Brian?
That's I'm saying that's their mindset.
Oh, okay. I better say, but if they use, a little bit of, more insight of how we buy games here, release a Mario game and have it say Steam Deck verified, and see if they can see past the two fucking Mount Everest pounds of money that's going their way, right? It'll definitely run on Steam Deck, right?
Yeah,
Like not a problem.
yeah.
Release Mario Odyssey on Steam and see what happens. They won't. They don't got that kind of balls, bro.
I would assume that's. I'm trying to think of if there's nothing to port it to. Never mind. So I wonder if Nintendo has shitty ports. But I don't know if they.
They don't port it. Yeah, any first party game, they make it specifically for one platform. So if they were to port it, I'm sure it wouldn't be, you know, 100% because they don't have to target multiple or hundreds of different configurations. It's just Switch, which I mean, I'm sure it has its ups and downs. Wait, what? Ooh, excuse me.
I feel like nowadays there's just downs because of limiting what they can do with so how old is the Switch?
Too old.
7 million years, right?
Pretty much too old. I mean, if Pokemon, what is it, Scarlet and Violet or whatever, wasn't the biggest fucking sign that we need to get the hell up off this platform, I don't know what else is. I think it was today or earlier this week the rumor started circulating again because some reporter found uh some info that it's gonna the Switch 2. We don't know what the actual name is gonna be yet, but it's gonna release in March of next year, and it's in March of next year because Nintendo's holding supply because of so to try to avoid scalpers or something. I don't know. Like it's not gonna be a problem anyway, unless you sell it through your only like your store. Once retailers have it, they're not gonna give a shit who buys it. They just sell it to all the scalpers.
They didn't have scalping issues with the Steam Dinks, right? Because the way that they set up the store.
Correct. You can only get a Steam Deck from Steam, and Steam made it so it bless you,
Thank you.
and Steam made it so it's per account. So like they enforced it. So I mean they don't have to worry about Best Buy selling a Steam Deck. It's just straight from them, and they provide you the Steam Deck, Dink, whichever flavor you prefer. And then if you are getting it from somewhere else, it's probably used because again, no retailers. I don't know if that's what all the big three should do in the future, but it obviously worked for Steam or for Valve. Like everyone hit, I want one, and then they were put in a queue, and then we got it when it was available. There was
Yeah.
no hitting fucking refresh 700 times to try to get one. You just go, I want one, put my placement there. When it's available, you let me know, and they sent it. And that's exactly what Valve did, and here we are. And it was like on time. Hey, we'll probably get yours in queue, whatever. That the quarter came, I got mine. We get them moving.
Yeah. The only thing I wish they incorporated into their store was like trade-ins. As in like when they announced the OLED one, would have been nice to be able to trade my Steam Link in
Yeah, the
to
only
upgrade.
I'm sure they were like that would add so much more to what they have to handle. It's easier for them to just sell it, and if we want the OLED one, you can go on eBay, sell yours, and then the cash you get from that, you can get an OLED. Or take money off of OLED because it's not going to be a direct, switcheroo.
I think they'll work it out. Like when they do Steam Deck 2 or something. I think
That's
they'll let you trade OLED or Steam Deck one for that, maybe.
I hope so, but I mean, it's still
Like a
looking.
drastic leap, maybe.
I mean, they're setting themselves up for another issue the same way Microsoft has their shit set up with issues with compatibility and stuff. Because you have, yeah, it's Steam Deck verified, but if in the future we have Steam Deck 2, you could possibly be Steam Deck 2 verified, but not one, right? Or one, but not two. No. Let me think. I think I might have reversed something. Yeah, you'll have to know if it's Steam Deck 2 verified, I guess. Unless the only thing that's increasing is horsepower. Then if you have a Steam Deck verified logo, that means it works from 1 and 2 because it should work. It should just work better on the second one, I guess.
That's what I would think.
I want to start doing something wild. So disregard what I said. That just that's what I don't know what that leads me to the compatibility thing for Switch 2 because I have no idea how they're gonna do backwards compatibility if they are, or they're just gonna resell us the same games again for the Switch 2 new Switch or Nintendo whatever Switch version or whatever the hell it is. You know how they had new Super Mario Bros. And then they have Mario
Um,
Bros. Wii U and then new Super Mario Bros. U and then
I mean, they did it with the 3DSs, didn't they? When they upgraded, some games worked on that, not on the
yeah,
other one.
yeah.
So I mean, I wouldn't put it past them.
But that was also a disaster because how are you gonna tell the adults that don't game when they're buying it for their kids? Hey, this works on the. If some dude at GameStop, hey, this is for new 3DS. Are you sure your kid has the new 3DS? I got him a 3DS. Which one is the new 3DS? Oh, the new 3DS is the new 3DS. What? It's silly. The naming is so bad. And then there's also more talks of PS5 Pro. And I'm like, we're doing this still? This whole Pro version of the same shit again? So now it's even harder to see. Oh, what? How does this run on this? And more SKUs every time. I'm like, fam, decide on something for 5 years and make a new just PS6, and then now people can just develop towards that.
I like um there being a disc and discless, but
Yeah,
I don't need anything past that until the next numbered iteration.
exactly. Like that's why I was talking to Javi about this, but Xbox came out the gate with the wrong move. Let's make Series S and X, and then the S is just much weaker in terms of hardware. So now people need when they make multi-platform games, it's got to run on Series S, which is again capping anything. You're capping your game to like the lowest nominator or the lowest powered device. And if that Series S wasn't there, they'd only have to focus on the PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC, which all have, but well, on PC potentially have a lot of horsepower, so you can you're able to make even better games, or that take advantage of all the horsepower. Not, hey, does it take advantage of all of the Series S? Cool. What's the difference between the S and X? We just let it bump the resolution. Okay, thanks. Thank you, Series S.
I don't know. I mean, I guess also kudos to Nintendo because they switch, and that's all they really did for a while.
Yeah, like who? When did the Switch come out? You looked it up?
I
I'm
think
assuming.
no, I didn't.
Oh,
I want to guess though.
okay. I think it's
Honestly, dude,
been a decade. I think it's been 10 years.
I was you were same guess, and that's not fun. I'm gonna say 2016 now.
How many number of years is that? Was that 8?
Eight. Do you know? See, 8.
You gravitate towards 8. I don't know why. Maybe because if you turn 8 on this side, it means infinite, and all you have is infinite power.
That is due infinites.
And that too. Are you looking it up? Because you look. No,
Oh
you're
no,
good.
my hands are literally not on anything.
Oh my fucking goodness,
I
dude.
didn't know you wanted me to.
Nintendo Switch release date. I bet you all Nintendo Switch 2 stuff comes up. 2017. You're off by one.
Game
It's
sucks.
it's only been 7 years. I guess not only 7 years is a lot.
That feels like what? It feels like Smash is older than that.
I don't know, but yeah,
You know,
it was. Oh, it was introduced March 3rd. I don't think that's when it released. No, never mind. released worldwide in most regions on March 3rd, 2017. Yeah, that's what happened. And then I held off because I knew they were gonna make a Mario game, and I'm like, they're probably gonna bundle it. And then sure enough, they did. And I think it was later that year in 2017.
The Nintendo Direct already happened.
Yes, it happened last week. I
Oh,
think late last week. It was a partner one though.
they
That's what
fumbled it.
I mean. It was for partners. Like they went ahead and it was like it's just for third party stuff. So they
Okay,
announced.
because 7 year anniversary is next week, right? It's actually on a Sunday, the third. You said March 3rd.
Yeah,
Oh, it's on a Sunday, and they could make a recorded video.
I don't think they don't really do a lot of. They're not gonna do year of the Switch like they've been doing year of the characters and stuff. And I think they only did
There's do
two of
like
them.
they do like 5 year increments, right?
I have hell if I know. Nintendo does what they want, how they want, when they want. So, and it hasn't stopped them from making money. So,
Stop them from making even more though. Where's the WarioWare Battle Royale?
I guess. I mean, they. I'm sure. I wonder what the sales numbers are for Metroid Prime's remastered. Because I mean, people wanted to play more Metroid Prime, so they're like, let's just remaster the first one, and I think it runs well on Switch. Because I mean, it was an old GameCube game.
It sold from as of March 2023. Metroid Prime Remastered has sold 1.9 million copies.
Goodness, is that physical and digital, or just digital? Say it like it does it say.
I'm not seeing it.
That game costs I think $40, right? Or is it 50 or 60?
Oh, that's crazy. That was in a month
That was in a month.
from February to March.
Holy crap! 1.3 you said million?
1.09.
So a million times.
Yeah, but you know what's funny about that? In 1 month, as of now, Tekken 8, 2 million copies.
That's good
So,
news. That's good
see
news.
originality selling more than selling us the same thing we already bought a decade ago?
Well, that's more of a flex on them because that means they can sell you the same shit and you're still buying it a million times.
So I don't even say that's a flex. That's more of like a consumer wake up.
Um, how much does it? I think it's $50, right? Prime. I put Prime
You're freaking
remastered.
out.
That's the first thing that came up. Let me see. Physical. You can buy physical straight from the Nintendo shop.
Yeah, I think it was delayed too. So
It
they had a date
was.
for digital, and then after you could buy it physical.
It's yeah. So $40 for the physical. Yeah, I mean, you guys don't have to do the number. I mean, a million times 40. That's an easy 40 million on just that game alone. I mean, like I said, Nintendo's making too much cash, so they can take their sweet ass time if they wanted to, which is what they've been doing with the Switch too. Yeah, this is a console hardware podcast where we just talk about potential console hardwares. I think they fumbled it this generation with I'm telling you, the Xbox Series S was a huge just shock onto the foot. We don't need.
Why isn't there a Tamagotchi app on the phone?
I wonder who owns the licensing for the Tamagotchi. That can tell you that will probably give you the answer on why there's no app.
Bandai,
Bandai owns Tamagotchi. It loans the IP.
apparently.
That's weird because Bandai does have mobile games, right?
I think. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're behind the Dragon Ball games, but I could be wrong.
Well, I think that's different because that's Bandai Namco. I think that's a child. I think that's a child company of Bandai. Unless I'm tweaking. Let me
I
double
don't know.
check. Bandai Namco
Oh, they still make
Wiki.
Tamagotchis?
Then there you go. Why sell an app when they can sell you hardware that they can charge more for?
They have the original Tamagotchi, then Tamagotchi On, then Tamagotchi Nano, then Tamagotchi Pix, then Tamagotchi Uni. Where's Tamagotchi versus Capcom? I think that's next.
Hmm. Yeah, they merged. So yeah, it was first Namco Bandai Games, following the 2005 merger of Namco and Bandai. Yep, Bandai Namco is a subsidiary of Bandai. That's cool. Now you know. A little history lesson there for you Bandai fans. I know Randall loves Bandai.
All my band guys and girls. Band guys, that's what I wanted to say.
Mm. Want me to take the? I can cut the first take if you want.
Keep it in.
All right,
So we show growth.
that's true. Shoot. What was I gonna say? We went right into it, so I don't know. Oh, I have. This is the ADLR podcast, obviously. And now we're doing the intro afterwards. Anthony here, Brian, and Randall as well, hiding
Mm.
behind the image there. This past, I mean, it was a short week, short work week slash just week for me because I had Monday off, and then I took Tuesday because my remainder of the week was my company kickoff meeting stuff. So I'm like, I'll just take Tuesday off, and then Wednesday, Thursday were pretty chill days, and then Friday's Friday. Friday's usually chill anyway. I didn't do much, but I think yeah, last Tuesday I watched the Wonka movie with Timothée Chalamet.
That's white me, man.
That's white what?
It's white me.
Timothée Chalamet is white you? Why?
Same
What?
birthday down to the year.
Oh, okay. What about the time? Is it close?
I gotta ask him.
You have to ask him. You can't. I'm sure his stuff is all public knowledge now.
I feel like if I Google that, SWAT's gonna come in with an aggressive knock to my window.
Why?
So
He's how? Why? What?
that's a weird question to look up, I think.
Because what if it was like right down to the time?
I've looked up weirder. I've looked up if dolphins have dicks, so
And you're still there. So you know what I'm saying? Like they don't come after you. I think that that's all you need to justify looking this up.
time born. It seems like, oh yeah, Timothy Chalamet is Jason Bourne.
Here's a clip, and it's just deep fake Timothée Chalamet on what's his name, Jason Statham.
9:16 p.m.
There you go. You know when time you were born?
Nope.
Why did we go down this rabbit hole then? Alrighty. What was I gonna say? Yeah, that's all I did. I watched Wonka. Wonka was pretty cool. Uh, the music was pretty dope. Some of them more catchy than others. They do. I was waiting the entire time for them to do some sort of rendition of the one that Gene Wilder sings. What is it? I don't even forget how it goes. But the melodies, that one. Bum 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 ba ba na na na. And they save it for like this. They save it for like the perfect moment near the end, where it's like, oh, okay, this all makes sense. Uh, Timothy did a great job. He seems like he was doing some homework on how Gene Wilder did his Wonka. So there's parts of the movie where I'm like, okay, he's doing pretty good there. It has very obvious parallels. Like, okay, he definitely did his homework here, and he kind of look the what is the word I'm looking for the mannerisms or the jokes or the writing that they put is like, okay, these are the kind of jokes that Gene will do, or that his character did in that movie did as well. Hugh Grant as the CG Oompa Loompa was really good. It worked really well, I think. What else? I think that's it. Like it was fine. It's not. It's definitely one of those movies. If you have nothing to watch, it's cool to see how Wonka started the factory. Pretty much. That's kind of like the main overarching arc is just him coming from I forgot where, because they kind of go into like, oh, he came from some other country or something. I forgot from X place, and now he's here, and that's when he starts building or trying to sell chocolate and everything.
Hmm.
It's got that magical feel like the first one did, but since this one has CG, it's visually more like, oh snap, eye popping because the vibrant stuff with the CG you can do and stuff like that. So, but if you don't like musicals, this won't sell you, right? The only one that I can always say that might sell you is La La Land, but
It should.
and Greatest Showman was pretty good too, in terms for musicals.
I remember liking it.
Which one? The Greatest Showman?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
it was
I
good.
love La La Land's my favorite movie.
And I mean, Hugh Jackman can definitely sing, and he kind of showed that off in the movie. Anyway, but Wonka, definitely go watch it. You haven't seen it yet, Randall, right?
No.
Or do you have any interest in watching it?
Not
Pro-
if it's a musical.
gotcha. Well, I mean, the old one was a musical, and you liked it, did you not? Or did you not like the old Wonka one?
Honestly, don't remember how it was.
Oh, well, if you go watch it, you're not gonna like it because the original Wonka was a musical too. Um, what am I gonna talk about here? I was gonna say something because I mentioned the original Wonka. I don't remember. It'll come to me. Uh, Randall, did you watch anything or play anything new or what? How's the week going? Right? Whew.
Um,
You say or you say a word?
I said,
Okay. Because I don't know if you
let
said
me
like
think.
I don't know. Okay, Randall, you had literally 2 weeks to think of what to say on here. That's wild, bro. Brian, well, he's thinking there. Well, he's loading. He's buffering. He's bringing in all the data.
Um, I'm sorry, my Discord's being weird visually. Okay.
Was it
I'm
a
trying to
me?
remember what I said last week. I know I listened to an album uh, since last time.
I mean, you can also see
I
what you posted stuff. Did you talk about the Ferdous album?
I don't remember.
Well, check when you listened to it, and if it was last week, then you didn't talk about it because remember we had the booked episode or banked episode.
You have all the answers now. Huh?
If,
It was
when it
the
comes,
20th one was
the 20th was a week from tomorrow, which means last week, which means we didn't record anything. So you can talk about Ferdous.
okay.
Hit him with it. What's the name of the?
What week did we record?
I'm sorry.
Was it the week of the 12th that we recorded last time?
Yes.
Did I talk about the McGee album? I did. I remember now. All right, so Ferdous, right?
Yeah. What's the name of the project?
Dreamland's the name of it. It's only 6 songs and it's 14 minutes 38 seconds.
That's nothing.
Uh,
With 6 songs, was it everything's 2 minutes?
almost 3 minutes, then 3 minutes on the dot, 2.5, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, a minute and 57 seconds.
That makes sense.
Compared to those other album and EPs that I've heard, those are more like they're still abstract and electronic primarily. But they're more like the melancholic, down tempo kind of vibe.
Uh huh.
But this one's it's like, you know what? Let me get lost in it's the cyberwebs. Um, very pleasant, refreshing. It's more up tempo. Out of the 6 songs, I thumbs up 6 songs.
Oh, so the whole thing to if they were released as a vinyl, you're copping it.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
the standout ones. That's hard to say because I vividly remember liking every song.
But there's okay, Brian. But this is Highlander rules. There can only be one.
Only
So
one. So
yeah,
you just want me to name one? Let me
name
see.
one on that EP that you like. The rest, if you pick one's staying, right, and the rest are going. Yeah.
I'm hitting play
On
through
each of
all
the
of them real quick.
tracks. Are the first couple seconds going to remind you? Oh, this is the one that needs to stay.
I hit play and then I skip to a random spot to
Oh,
see.
okay. I thought you were hitting play, listening to like the first 10 seconds, and then going, "Okay, I remember the song." Okay.
That
Well,
might honestly be the.
while Brian's browsing through Spotify, Randall, did you get enough time to think of what you did?
Um, unfortunately, I watched Mean Girls.
Oh, I've seen that that's been released. It's not. I haven't seen the original. So, have you seen the original as well?
That's why I watched this one because I saw the original.
And the original one's just light and day, night and day better.
Yes,
Okay, cool. I should just watch the original then. What
yes.
what drastic changes did they do in the Mean Girls movie that you're like, nah, we're done here?
They're nice now.
The musical.
And the original wasn't a musical?
Not that I remember.
Okay. I wonder why they went musical. I thought it was just gonna be like a modern version of Mean Girls. So that's why I'm like, I was sort of looking forward to it because I didn't see the original, so I was gonna watch the new one first to see when I watch the original if it, a different point of view or perspective for comparing them.
The original's entertaining.
I just don't. If I did watch the original, I don't remember it at all. That's why I'm like, okay, I gotta watch the original. So just steer clear of it completely. Well, because you're not a fan of musicals, so I mean that's probably gonna be your answer, huh?
Unless it's La La Land. Yeah, still clear.
Steer clear. Okay, cool. Is that the one with that art, like the actual musical artist as the lead? Renee or something, right?
I don't know.
Okay, Brian might know. All right, cool. Then I'll steer clear of that. I'll probably just uh gain access to the original Mean Girls and see how that is.
I remember enjoying the first one. Saw it on TV though.
Is the original supposed to be a comedy or a drama or a mix of both?
It's
It's
a
like
comedy.
yeah, it's like a comedy with, I mean, high
Mean
school,
High
little
School Mean
spats
Girls?
of drama. Yeah,
Okay.
but it's pretty funny.
Okay. Then I'll check that. I'll check out that. Brian, so it looks like you were ready with your selection here.
Yeah, it honestly the best song's the first song, "Summer Nights."
Oh, okay. So off
But
rip.
listening, I click play, I hit Ram spot.
Uh huh.
You know what I mean? But the "Summer Nights" that one dunks.
It dunks. That's a new
Yeah,
one.
yeah, I'm just trying new things.
I mean, it might catch on, and this will be the first podcast to have it on there. So if people start saying dunks, you heard it here first.
Bro, that shit dunks.
What are your thoughts on dunks, Randall? I need to get a survey set.
On dunks.
Yeah.
Sneakers?
Yeah,
Because
Uh,
instead of saying slaps, Brian said it dunks. So what are your thoughts on?
oh, you talking about the slang?
Yeah, like what?
I'm sticking with it. Slaps.
Oh, damn,
yeah,
bro.
but just give it a good next recording day. Just use it there sporadically, and then let me know how you
Yeah,
feel about it.
you do some
Okay.
practice rounds with dunks.
You're like, bro, I hit this dude with a with Kazuya and Tekken 8, bro. The damage I got dunks.
I'm already liking it.
Mm,
He doesn't hate it.
He doesn't hate it.
mm.
Yeah, that doesn't. That that he did wasn't. I hate musicals. That was like a. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, there's room for growth there.
Yeah.
Summer Nights, first song, like the most. Um, I find it hard to find a people. If you don't like electronic music or anything synthy, you probably won't like it. But I think everyone in this call will like the
Especially
EP.
if it's synth heavy. Come on.
And it's up tempo too. Honestly, it'd be a good gateway to his older music.
Because it's
It's more inviting. I think more people are open to
accessible.
energetic
Mm-hmm.
and short.
Yeah, 14 minutes. You can't go wrong. You can't have for the people who sit on the toilet just stream or scrolling through TikTok for half an hour. You could be listening to this Ferdous album and still
Hmm.
have enough time to keep scrolling through TikTok. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I shout this guy out every fucking chance. The only guy to have Song of the Year twice for me. So,
Oh, I see. Then this might be
uh,
a three-peat.
maybe.
We see how the rest of the year starts or goes. I have homework then. I always have homework, but
And then I drooled. But besides that, I listened to an album. I don't know how to pronounce her name. It's not like a hard name or anything, but I don't know how to get the last part. Alicia Creti, Creti.
CRET. I don't think I've heard. You mentioned her to me, but I don't believe I've heard any of her work.
I haven't heard of her any of her work prior to this, but I don't even remember how I found her album. I think either YouTube Music or scrolling through social media, and I saw the cover art or something. I was like, "That's a cool cover art," and I just clicked on it,
That's
started
why.
listening.
That's kind of what happened to me, and that's probably my favorite way of discovering stuff. Either I'm on TikTok and I'm scrolling, and because I follow a lot of not a lot, some content creators who are just like, hey, these are underrated songs you might not hear, and then they just play it. I'm like, all right, that song is pretty smooth or something, and I just start listening to the said artist or just that track.
I feel like I'm blind. I
What?
don't know if YouTube Music has that many ways to like find new artists.
They do have similar things to Spotify, like especially the ones catered to you, where they just generate playlists for you. They definitely
I
have
want
those.
like a new releases playlist or something, you know?
They have those too. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, a new release mix.
I was about to say because I think one of the selling points for YouTube not too long ago is that they have. a lot of this feature parity with Spotify when it comes to like playlists and discoverability.
Mm.
Or maybe more playlists. I don't know about discoverability, but
So yeah, I listened to Alicia Creddy. His album, it's called Self, and it's like a is this forward slash, or backslash? How do you?
well, we read from left to right. Is it tumbling backwards or forward? You tell me,
It
Brian.
starts left.
Again, that doesn't tell me anything. When you are looking at it,
It's more
Brian, does
forward.
it is it
It goes. The end of it
uh-huh.
is away from the beginning of the word.
Is it falling towards the period of the sentence or
It's
away?
falling towards the period.
That's forward slash.
If the period's at the end of the sentence.
Yes. That's how we here in America
But
do.
which period of the sentence before the sentence
The
after?
sentence it's currently on. Right?
What'd you say it was?
Forward slash. From
All
what
right.
from the date from this crazy amount of analytical data you just gave me, I think it's forward slash.
All right. Self forward slash less. So selfless, I guess.
Okay.
7 songs, 23 minutes. Um, she has an interesting voice. The the songs kind of fit more towards like the way 2000s R&B was kind of performed or played out. Um, not necessarily in like the way she writes, but I guess the way she sings and in the instrumentation of the songs give me like 2000s R&B kind of vibe.
Okay. Is it like
Um,
is it like the baby powder Genevieve that you sent? Is it Genevieve?
nah,
I don't remember the artist name.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
no, you got it, dude. You
Okay.
got it. Not really.
Okay.
Not like that bubblegummy.
Okay. That's a good way to describe it. Cause that's kind of that kind of hits it on the nail.
Um, yeah, so out of the 7 songs, I hearted 3 of them. Not to say that the other 4 weren't like solid. It was like, oh, that's cool, but not enough for me to like actually heart it.
Mm-hmm.
That I can think of, I didn't notice too much of a same thing with Ferdous's album. It felt like just a collection rather than like this song's here because of this, the song's here for this, or like a overlapping theme of the album.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of just, hey, this is the sound that I wanted, and then this is my order. That's kind of a lie already with hers because the last song is kind of like a ballad kind of. But
Okay. Like 80s like power ballad where
no,
there's shit
no,
like at
like
the
R&B, more like not so much drums or anything. More like I remember, were there
like
strings?
just strings and piano or
Yeah, like piano, and then just like it gives her room to just sing.
like
It's like
top
there's like a bass, but
Adele song bag?
um, not that big.
Okay. I see. It's a little more intimate.
Yeah,
It's not like performative on stage. Kind of,
yeah, she has good range. Like she gets good range of their voice. Like she can
she can get
get that
hot.
oomph.
Okay.
I wouldn't say like Adele. I would no, not as dramatic as Christina Aguilera. A little more tame Christina Aguilera when she hits like the strong notes.
Okay.
Um, I like the crazy was one song I like, Guilt Trip, and then the last song that I'm literally describing right now, Self / Less.
Uh-huh.
I like those songs a lot. If you like R&B, primarily like the sound of R&B in like the 2000s, I'd give it a shot, and it's less than half an hour. So I mean,
Yeah,
also just why
that's
not?
those are the best. The EPs
She
are
has a
like
nice voice. A lot of these songs, I think if I had to weigh it, I like the instrumentals, and I liked her on it as opposed to like if you took the instrumental out.
hmm
I think it was a good marrying of the two. There's a lot of instrumentals here. That even the songs I didn't heart, I liked them.
I know this is going to be a new thing, but like last week's New Music Friday, there was a bunch of singles that came out, and they're bundling the singles with like the song itself, a cappella, instrumental, like within like the single stuff. And I don't know if that's going to be a new popular thing that's happening.
The people have been doing that for a while.
I don't know. Last week was like almost every single that came out when you click on the, you know how you you go to the new music whatever, and it shows the album arts of everything. On Spotify, you can't really tell if it's an album or like single until you click on it. And be like, oh, it's just a single.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you click on it, usually the single is just the one track. But now I think Selena Gomez had one, and someone else did. I forgot who it was. It might have been another pop person. I have to double check who it was. And it had an acapella track on it, instrumental only track on it. I'm like, is this so people can make so it's easier for people to just remix or like make a EDM?
I would say yes and no, because I would have said it's for basically free promo. People are gonna flip it or make remixes, put it on TikTok. But with UMG's new, hey, we're taking stuff off there. You know that thing that made most of our songs famous, that got us the streams, that gets us a sliver of money for our artists?
Uh huh.
Not anymore.
No, I'm good.
I don't understand how having millions of young people promo your fucking song.
It's bad. But they still have the integration with Spotify. Like the songs you can't see on TikTok, you can still put it on the stories. So I'm not sure what.
Apparently, I just found out too that because my Instagram account is set up as a business one,
Uh huh.
I can't I can't put those songs, like a lot of songs, onto my stories.
In my
Like
hold
if I
on,
share yours, it works.
it
But if I were
works.
to try to put it,
I'm gonna double check something real quick. So I think I ran into that. And I just changed the split screen losers account to be I think a creators account or something.
I didn't know you could do that.
Let me double check. I might be lying to you. Let me go to settings.
If you can, I might just do that. I would prefer it.
It's not telling me right now. There's meta pay. I didn't even know that was a thing. It's not telling me here. They might have changed account status, perhaps. It says I can monetize if I wanted to, but I don't really have. It's not. I don't know where would be a good spot in the app to tell you what type of profile or to what type of account your account is for professionals, business tools and controls. I think I'm actually. Never mind. I might have actually switch account type.
Where'd you find it?
No, mine's business because I can switch to personal and I can switch to creator account.
So maybe it's a mix then, because it told me flat out that you have limited songs because of this. But it could also be that I just don't have Spotify.
Are you sure you're not a creator account then? Because I've been using the business
It
account for split screen losers for quite some time.
it told me business. Where'd you say you found it?
Oh shit, my fault. So you go to settings, like uh what are you looking at right now on your app?
Account center.
Okay, cool. If you scroll down a little bit, there should be for professionals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Click on business tools and controls. And then if you scroll down, there should be switch account type.
Switch to personal. Switch to creator.
So yeah, you have the same thing I have probably, which is a professional account. So I'm not sure why yours is not letting you add.
Then I'm assuming
Oh, maybe
it's a
it
little more limited because I have business, but then it's way less because I don't have Spotify. I guess.
that'd be weird.
What are you gonna say?
No, because maybe UMG is now taking it off of Instagram, but I just happened to do it before. Like it might have been done over the weekend.
Uh, when I got the messages before the announcement.
Oh, okay. Then I don't know. That's another just crazy thing about the license, like music use and licensing that I just don't know about. And I don't know. The lawyers are probably whoever the lawyers have to deal with like music licenses and stuff. Godspeed, dude. There's too much to track. I'm cool on that. Like, what is it? What were the licenses? Performing, recording it, or distributing? What was the other?
Um, there's a lot of licenses. Performance. Uh, fuck. There's like a mechanical that I think is a mix of both. I'm very rusty with when it comes to licensing and all that stuff. Sync licensing is like what they use so that you can use your music in like movies and things like that. But besides that, I'm very rusty on all the names,
I mean, that's not
how they
something.
work.
I mean, in my opinion, that's not something you should be worrying about anyway. That's for lawyers. But I don't know.
Yeah, but not necessarily just your lawyers. If you have like if you're signed up with a performing rights organization like ASCAP or BMI, they have to worry about that, so you kind of have to a bit.
Is that you shortening the name?
But
ASCAP?
yeah, no, that's real.
One S, I'm assuming.
AS, yeah, one S.
Okay. What? Yeah. There's no way of getting around it. It's gonna sound like ASCAP. I was gonna say ASCAP, and I'm like, that's so much emphasis on as.
Backwards would be Paxa.
I like Paxa. That sounds like a a union of people doing good things together.
It sounds like, let's say you have leftover pizza.
Mm-hmm.
They give you a box specifically to make sure it stays fresh. Paxa. You put it in this
Ah,
box,
is it like
right?
the heat things that Pizza Hut comes with that has like
Yeah.
the silver? I don't even know what type of material that is. Foil,
Is it
maybe?
aluminum foil? It's not really foil though. I guess it's aluminium.
Yeah, maybe some aluminium. Aluminum. That's from Chappelle Show fans. What were we talking about before the licenses stuff?
Uh, it's a good album.
Yeah, right. This
Solid album.
shoot. Oh, and shout out to Spotify's AI DJ DJX or whatever it was, because we went,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, on our we went on. I was out of town this last weekend going see family in West Palm, and then me and Brian usually have a, a joint playlist or something. We just make a playlist that takes up the time it takes to drive over there, so we each can hear the songs that we like on shuffle, obviously. It slipped my mind completely. So then when the day came, and I'm like, I guess we'll just try out the DJ, and it's an AI DJ that looks through a ton of stuff. Sometimes it's just it does it by like sections, like just like a regular radio station would. Like, oh, this block of music is stuff you've been listening to on repeat, and then they'll put you on blast. If anybody's like, oh, you love this artist so much, you play this, and then it's like, oh, here's the weekend. I'm like, okay, we don't have to tell everybody that I listen to it that often. Just play it. Uh, or hey, these are some new releases. It's like the guy who, it's like it's AI. It's assuming they generate the text it's gonna say, and then they have like an generative audio thing for this guy, and he'll be like, that was a Hooba Stank, right? Now next up is said person, right? And then it'll play, and sometimes the transitions are pretty smooth. I mean, it's just fading in and out, but sometimes it picks a good spot in the song to where you're like, oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. It's hit or miss, just like almost all the generative AI stuff that's been coming out. It's hit or miss. So when it hits, it's like, okay, not bad. Flex on them AI, and then sometimes like, yep, that's definitely AI. Hard cut to like the next song, or the text that was generated when he says is like, all right, it's kind of bland and robotic, but
Mm-hmm.
it worked for us. It kind of kept the music selection fresh for the most part.
Yeah, it did an Omar Apollo section, so I'm alright with it.
Yeah, like he'll sometimes do just a section of a specific artist. That was me just calling in I don't even know what to call them. I was gonna say the tongue lords, and I'm like, that sounds really terrible.
Where you guys sad that I didn't go?
Yeah, you missed a bunch of kids growing up.
What?
No, the Aria and
Oh, in Salem, yeah. I mean,
yeah,
they're much older and more. They're not as introverted anymore.
they drive.
Yeah, like they drifted up to the scene, dude. Guess their cars, man. What would you think Salem would drive? Hello.
Just some sort of Mercedes,
Oh, so you see Salem and Mercedes. What do you think Aria would drive?
some sort of SUV.
Oh, snap. Okay. I wouldn't have guessed those. I have no idea what they would like, but they were cheesing for most of the time. It was a good time. We ate, drank. I think that's most, yeah, and just laughed at some funny whatever the heck stories were being told. The usual, right? Yeah, I don't know what's up with this Monday. This Monday I've been tired. Uh, we're talking about the drive, the AI stuff. Yeah, so shout out to Spotify's DJ AI stuff because it was fun. It was a cool little beta test I did. Oh, I guess it's not a beta because it's out for everybody. But it was cool to experiment with it. Today I'm like, I'm done hearing that fucking DJ come in between my songs. That sounded terrible. But I'm gonna keep it in. And I just hit shuffle and I liked, which is almost the same thing. Never mind. I'm not giving it too much. I'm not giving it enough credit because sometimes it'll sprinkle in like a track, and I'm like, okay, I haven't heard this in a long time, or I never heard them before, and I'm like, okay, I might listen to these people later on. Oh well, they also did like a nice little segment for Snoop Dogg because it was like Black History Month, so he gave us like it's like, oh, now we're gonna pay homage to Snoop Dogg for Black History Month, and they gave us like a little what is it? Some description text before that he was talking about uh like in like when you would intro somebody like on stage or something, like, oh, now coming up next is this, and it went through his like
Mm-hmm.
his career highlights, and then started playing a bunch of tracks that had Snoop Dogg on it. I'm like, that's a nice little section. And I mean, all of it was, you know, AI generated for the most, to my knowledge, unless someone just wrote it and it just had him say it on random or something. So that was pretty dope. What was I gonna mention? I did already talked about Wonka. I've been playing Persona 5 Royale. I think I'm on they call them heists for each of like the main sections. I think this is my third heist or fourth that I'm on. I don't
It's an
remember.
alien.
Nah, it's Alibaba still. So I just don't
Oh,
remember.
yeah.
I don't remember. I haven't played since Friday. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm like again. I think I told Brian this already. What I don't like about the game mainly is when it decides to restrict you. When it kind of spends all this time making it seem like, oh, you kind of have free reign and free control, as they're slowly letting go of like the restrictiveness of the game. Like you start the game off and then you kind of just have to do what it tells you to, but then it starts opening it up like, hey, now that you're done with today's school, you can go and try to hang out with people, go to do an activity and stuff, or go study or something, or do something that'll like upgrade your social stats, which is like, what was it, charm, intelligence, guts, proficiency, and I forgot what the fifth one was.
Say it again. You have this being smart, charm,
Proficient,
guts.
guts, and what was the last one? Yeah, dude. I forgot what the fifth one is.
I don't remember because there's only 3 in Persona 3, so I'm trying to remember.
Oh, then you're not gonna remember because it's been a while since you played Royal. I don't remember what the fifth tree is, or the fifth option is. Oh, it's kindness. That's the fifth one. It's intelligence,
Ooh,
charm,
scary.
kindness, guts, and whatever I messed there anyway. But yeah, there's stuff where you'll be like, oh, it's evening, and then you're like, oh, I guess I can go and try something out. Like, it's nighttime, so you can go to like a jazz club or something, or invite one of your friends somewhere, so you can like increase their relationship status with them, so you can unlock more things with their character, or you unlock something else because he's your confidant. But then there's times where it's like, oh, it's evening or in the middle of the day, and it's like, you should really go do this thing, and you're like, okay, but I want to do this. No, and they don't just take you to the thing you need to do. It's like, you need to go to bed. Okay, then just go, right? Like just go play the animation to go to bed and start the next day. Not, hey, you're here. Your options are bed and maybe craft something. And I'm like, well, what's the point of having the open world or the the school sim version if you're just gonna tell me what to do? The point is, I should be able to dictate what I want to spend the time on, not go to bed.
You're not an adult.
That's what I'm saying. But the thing is, it doesn't matter what activity you do. You go back home and sleep. Like you don't. I would imagine if you did an activity instead of sleeping, that okay, it might hurt, it might hinder you. Most of the times when you're able to do an activity outside and it's like evening already, you still do the activity and you go home and sleep, and then the next day starts anyway. So why are you restricting it for no reason when I could be progressing in some other way? And that's a huge bummer every time it happens. The combat's turn based, so it's chill. I like the Persona stuff. It's like I'm playing JoJo RPG. Sort of. When I'm playing with the other characters, when you're playing as the main character, since you can just swap personas, kind of takes that feeling away. I gotta be honest, I don't really like the whole hey, you have to manage all this shit, and on top of that, Pokemon, but in Persona form. And I'm like, I didn't really care about that. You're adding too much shit for me to manage for no reason. Just give me a lot more characters to switch my party with. I don't know. Even if they don't have like deep uh story, like they don't have to have a huge ass backstory on why you're on your team. Like maybe work till you get the Phantom Thieves to a place where everybody wants to be helping you and partying, so you can just recruit people in and out of your party. But just me swapping around trying to capture fucking personas to level all of them up, on top of leveling my own character up, on top of leveling up all the other characters that are in the battle and versus not in the battle, because I think they get a percentage of the XP even if they're not in the battle. I don't know. It's
I don't think so.
they don't get anything at all.
Maybe in 5, but I know in 3 you have to have a passive on that they get a percentage.
Gotcha. I think in 5 they changed it because I could have sworn I had like Morgana level up, and once I got like all humans, I just took Morgana out because I'm like, that cat can be annoying somewhere else.
Fucking hate that cat.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask you. Does this game end with me finding out if it's a human or a cat, or this it doesn't get resolved?
You kind of got to play it, right?
That's what I'm asking. Is there an answer? Not if she does or not. Is there an answer?
Um,
Because this whole I'm already like we did multiple high. The fucking thing starts with I'll help you guys if you help me. We have yet to fucking talk about getting her to get her human form back or whatever the hell it is.
you get glimpses of information that aren't helpful in any way to answer the question.
Gotcha. So she's just a complete waste. Got it.
It's a he, actually.
What? No, they don't know what they're because there's dialogue where it's like I think I'm a. They don't know. So they is what the correct answer because they don't have no idea. They're just a cat and they think they're human because they have human memories or some shit. I don't know what it was.
Morgana could die, though, and I would be like, oh no.
Yeah, I'm not.
Morgana, Ryuji can shut the fuck up, and Anne's just boring. Because everyone else.
The only other people you haven't mentioned is Makoto and Yusuke for me. So if there's more, cool.
Just even like the confidants.
Well, the conference, yeah, because they're helping you the whole way, and you don't really talk to them unless you're about to level them up or you're just doing their odd jobs, and they don't even have that many voice lines unless you're doing like a confidant level up or something. I don't know. I know it's been great 'cause I've been doing it on my Steam Deck, and because of Persona, I'm like, I think I need to start playing more turn-based shit on my Steam Deck because it's really chill. You can just pause it, put your Steam Deck to sleep, come back, you'll still be in the middle of that fight, no problem. It doesn't require online, so I can just load it up, be out in the middle of who cares where, and the game will run, right? So we'll see. I've been enjoying it so far. It's really chill. And then the other game I'm still playing is obviously Helldivers. And Godspeed to Arrowhead Studios. I'm sure that place is on fire trying to get this thing as stable as possible. But this past weekend, from what the internet's been saying, it's stabilized because they upgraded. They lifted the server cap to 700,000 and they implemented the AFK timer thing. So when was it? I think it was Thursday. Bless you. Okay,
Thank
bless
you.
you. I was thinking it was Thursday or Friday. I jumped right in and then I didn't have any queue. I didn't have a queue like we've been having. I didn't have any queue like I've been having in the past, since launch. So that's good. Or unless it's just people getting tired of it already and they're just moving on to another game. But sayonara. That means I get to play without headaches.
Doesn't seem like I'm still hearing about it. Like the game.
Yeah. There is apparently cheating going on. Did you already hear about it? About the people cheat. Like if you might be able to like join a lobby with somebody who's cheating, and you'll end up finishing the complete you end up finishing the mission with like hundreds of samples because they just have like some cheat going on that probably does a multiplier or something.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, I haven't heard that.
So yeah, you'll finish it with like so much resources you can just unlock everything. So for the people who like enjoy the grind to unlock stuff, they're gonna be bummed out if they like happen to join a lobby that has a cheater in it, which sucks because you may not always have a stack, a full team of people to go in and play the game, so you have to get randoms. and that would be terrible. If you like the grind, for me, if I get the resources, cool. I don't have to grind and I get everything. I'm cool with it because just the game is fun. So I don't care about the progression stuff. But anywho, that's just me.
I haven't played it since last time we did.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you wanted to keep playing it this week, but we'll see like on Wednesday or Thursday. Because I haven't streamed in so long. Because like the only thing I was streaming consistently was Neo 2, but we really don't have our third Neo 2 guy is working. So and on the days he's not working, I'm hanging with Jiniana. So we'll have to find some way to overlap sometimes there. Oh, but we did yesterday. We continued Dead Island 2, and it's still pretty stable. If anybody wants just a good arcadey, zombie co-op game that's not brutally difficult, I'm looking at you, Back for Blood. It's been pretty fun. I was talking to Javi about it as well. It's like Borderlands styled, where there's big areas you go to. You can do a bunch of side stuff there. Get some loot. Uh, and then that's all I really got for that Dead Island.
Something to do. Way better than the first one. Let me tell you that much. It's just fun to dick around, beat the shit out of things, level up, beat the shit out of things.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's with every character, but once you learn the parry and you can equip the perk that when you parry you like stun in an area and like an AoE, I can take on the world. There was parts where I was taking on 3 huge guys and I don't have a single worry because I'm like, as soon as I parry one of them, boom, like the other ones that are trying to swarm me are like stuck for a bit, and then if you grab somebody with like after you parry, you're invulnerable. Like they can try swinging on you, nothing happens. I've done it in the middle of like I guess one of you guys accidentally made the floor on fire or something, and I'll just hopefully while I'm on fire they attack me and I just parry it, grab, and I'm attack, and then I just do like a finisher, and I'm just unharmed. So
Um, as a host, you play a more consistent, but there's like timing latencies and things like that on my end. But I enjoyed the parrying.
I don't know. It
And
might
like
be a
sometimes
lane.
they'll swing at me, and then the second later they're behind me. Like it just flash steps. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, that's just a latency issue then. Because I don't know if that game is. I think that's just peer to peer. I don't think there's like a server hosting the game session in any way. They just probably have matchmaking servers, and then whoever's host has hopefully good connection. Who knows? Or they just not. It's not optimized for fast network for game state syncing or whatever it is. What was I gonna say? That's it. Actually, I don't know if there's anything else. I don't think I pretty much tackled.
Did I play anything new? No, I've just been kind
No.
of honing down on the same games for now. Playing Persona 3, and then when I can, just spending more time learning Tekken.
Yeah, I think I swapped Tekken for Helldivers because I've been doing Persona 5 slowly, still doing that consistently, and then I finished the Tekken 8 character stories. I did not hop into the combat trials or the combo practice. I haven't even
Mm-hmm.
done that. And then Helldivers came out, and I'm like, well, Helldivers, spreading
Um,
managed democracy.
I didn't play anything else. Still have Power World there. I don't know if you started on your own or not, but I have installed.
Oh no, I haven't at all. The survival game I started on my own a little bit was Enshrouded. No, Shrouded. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have. You can do a solo, save. So I've been doing that. Not been. I tried it for a little bit. I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool, and then it's installed and Helldivers. So it just happens. There's games where I'm just like, that's all I want to play. What was I gonna say? And the Steam Deck runs it okay. I can get Helldivers on the Steam Deck at like 30 FPS with some upscaling a little bit.
I wanted to get Nightingale, but I will wait. I thought it was 1.0, but it's early access.
It's early access. And
I'm
we
gonna wait.
spoke to Chris about it, and he was like, it's a game you gotta wait for because he's been waiting for it, played it for a bit. And he's like, you gotta wait. So I just take his word, or I might just wait for 1.0. Because what's it called? 1.0 as well recently. Sons of the Forest.
Okay. Last Epoch I reinstalled, but I haven't hit play.
And Last Epoch also went 1.0 recently, I think. So, and I got that like a while back, right back when Kelsey was still on here consistently, and he was like, "Yo, next Diablo clone that looks pretty cool." And I don't even think I started it.
No, I didn't either.
I just grabbed it because he's like, "Oh, they're gonna add co-op," and I'm like, "All right, cool, I'll play when they add it." And then I just never did. And I put a bunch of time into Diablo 4.
I
So
pun it.
I punted
No,
time
I
into.
haven't even beat it once.
You only have to beat it once, and then you can skip for your characters. That way you can just not have to worry about stuff being locked behind story missions. You can just go straight to like the priority quest to unlock whatever you want. Uh, I mean that's it. I think it's a short and sweet episode. I'm not gonna sit here and try to drag this on. If we ain't got any other updates here, we're done here. Thoughts, concerns, questions.
Anything coming out they were looking forward to?
Dune is this weekend.
Is it in theaters?
Yeah. You think
Are
Dune
you going to
2?
see it?
Probably.
Getting a group together?
No.
You plan on going?
I'm going date night.
Oh,
So we're gonna go probably watch that. I mean, if you guys want it, I could watch it again because I'm sure it's not gonna be bad.
I'm indifferent.
I don't mind watching it twice. Uh,
Unless it sucks.
yeah, unless it sucks, but I don't know. The first one was really cool to me, so if they're just gonna keep adding cool stuff, what
How
is there to
long is
lose?
how long is this? Also another like 3-ish hours?
Excuse me?
Is another 3-ish hours or so runtime?
The first one was. Let me just go check
I
before
want
I
to say the
say
first one was
something.
like that, or am I a buffoon?
I mean, but it's not mutually exclusive, right? Like,
It's one or the other.
Dune 1 is 2.5 hours, and Dune 2 is 2 hours and 47 minutes. So it's a little longer runtime. I didn't even notice Christopher Walken's in the sequel. That's crazy.
In Dune 2, I'm asking as if you already saw it.
Yeah, like
That's
it's
what I
not.
asked you. What was it a big role?
It might be. Apparently, there's a third film. I thought it was just a two-parter. That's crazy.
Isn't there a bunch of books or no?
I all I know about Dune is the movie I saw in 2021, which was the first Dune movie. I didn't. I heard there was an older Dune movie. I don't believe I've seen it. I'm just watching
I
the
didn't
latest one.
peep.
And then the third one's codenamed Dune Messiah, I guess. I don't know what's gonna happen. And I guess Anya Taylor-Joy's in it. Is she in the second one? No. Some wild stuff's gonna happen in this movie, I think.
This Queen's Gambit lady.
Yeah. That's wild. That's what you refer her as. When I think she did a pretty cool job as damn, I forgot the name already. She's in Midnight Suns. She opens portals.
Magic.
Yeah, she was Magic and New
I didn't
Mutants.
watch that.
Oh,
The last thing I said, I was about to lie directly to everybody. Last thing I saw her in was Peaky Blinders.
yeah, that's a lie. You saw Super Mario Bros.
I didn't see her. I heard her.
Oh, my fault. You're right.
Watch your mouth.
But yeah, the only thing that's upcoming is Dune. So I'll we might talk about it next week, depending if you guys all watch it the same weekend. If not, we can hold off till everybody sees it and have a spoiler filled discussion, I guess. Not free. We'll start off free. Like, hey, do we like it? Yay, yay, nay, and then we'll go and deep dive in there. Again, I don't have any prior knowledge to Dune, so I don't know if it's faithful to any material or anything. But
Can't watch it digital day one, right?
no, Brian, that's kind of stuff that happened during lockdown. Now that we're out and about, nobody cares about what's happening. They're gonna
Oh
go.
no.
They're gonna put it in theaters so people can make the most cash. Because $12, 12, $15 for a movie in your home, that they're losing so much money when they could just charge 15 per person at a theater, right? Guaranteed. So why would they put it digitally? To convenience us. So we're not here. They're not here for that. They're here to get Maximundo money. That's my new fucking persona name, bro. Maximundo money? Come on. Easy. Anywho,
Put the money on the table. That's what he says.
yeah. We'll see if they have a character on homage on that. Was it 2XKO is what it's called now?
I hate that fucking name so much. It
I'm not a
makes no
fan.
sense.
I'm not a fan of it either. I saw the name and it looked like it was another code name.
Somebody said that they think they named it that because it'll show up on the categories on Twitch quicker,
It will.
alphabetically.
It'll be alphabetical.
And if
So
that's the reason, I mean, kudos for that logic, but it's still a stupid fucking name.
yep.
I'm really gonna walk around. Hey, do you want some sets in two? What are you gonna shorten it to? You put some KO.
You want to play some 2X? What is that?
Hate it.
Half a fucking RTS?
You gonna play? People are gonna call it like you gonna play League Fighter or something. Project
Yeah.
L sounded better.
Yeah, Project L was better than 2XKO. That's a bad
And
name.
it made sense because Project L, like if you lose,
You hold that L.
you work on L, bro.
Why not just fighters? Just add fighters at the end of it. Dragon Ball
Could have
got
been League Fighters. Could have been Runeterra Rumble. It could have been anything.
League of Legends fighters or something. I don't know. 2XKO. That sounds like a fucking concept car model name, bro.
The funniest thing, so TFT, Team Fight Tactics. That sounds like a name for a fighting game too.
A Marvel game. Maybe a Marvel one. Is this supposed to be a Marvel? Is this an assist
This is
type of?
2v2.
Oh, okay.
And this one you can play with teammate as your second person, like two people on the same team if you wanted to.
That's pretty fun. I don't know if there's gonna be a lot of that going on unless they have a ranked 2v2. But I don't know how you would.
Multiverses did it.
And it saves it as you and your specific partner are ranked, or is it
I think it's just that character you picked ranked. I think.
in that
I never did
character?
ranked.
Oh, okay. Let's just get to the root of this.
Yeah. I can see it being a side tourney too.
Oh, I can see that too. Yeah, especially for like in between like the major like pools and stuff, have like an exhibition with a bunch of two player teams.
Yeah, it makes more sense. I like it just because now there's actually some kind of camaraderie in like the esports leagues.
Uh-huh.
Like let's say if Menardi and Cabo play, both Dominicans, both Team Bandit Gaming, same team. Makes sense that they're in a team. You know, because playing a team fighting game.
Oh, that's another thing we can talk about. We saw most of the top 16 yesterday. We didn't see all of it, or I didn't finish watching it, but
I didn't finish either.
the Capcom Cup thing was pretty fun.
Luke Fighter 6.
Yeah, I saw what you mean. They're using a lot of the same characters, and that was kind of a bummer. But I mean, I guess that tends to happen unless you make every character ridiculous, right?
I think for $1 million they're playing it safe.
Who wouldn't, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's one whole ass million, dude. Even Randall will play Luke, and he hates Luke. Right? Randall, for $1 million, you'd play as Luke.
Depends.
Uh,
Probably
the-
not.
You're lying. $1 million? You're wild.
Just to play with him?
Yeah.
You gotta win, Anthony. You can't just play him and you get $1 million.
Says who?
The Capcom Cup.
I don't know about that. What I'm saying is Randall on the sticks, he's winning. But he just has to pick Luke. He was gonna win regardless, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
But it's got to be Luke, and of course you do it, right? Right, Randall? You're guaranteed to win with Luke. You're gonna pick Luke for $1 million. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. I don't want to.
Hopefully it's not recorded.
What about record it? Sorry.
I said hopefully it's not recorded.
And I was showing everybody.
Oh, I mean, it's on stream, isn't it? Like, if you're gonna be on the grand finals, that's streamed,
Mm-hmm.
so it will be recorded. Because that'd be wild if you're doing some like tournament for $1 million on the side, and no one's recording it, no one knows where it's like it's some underground like mafia tournament or something.
Just Fight Club.
Yeah.
FGC Fight Club.
And instead of actually punching the crap out of each other, you just load up Street Fighter 6. Underground Fight Club or something. That's weird.
Mm.
I thought you were gonna say something. My fault.
Same.
And that's it then, peeps. Unless we have anything else, but that doesn't seem like it.
Did you guys sign up for the playtest for 2KXO before we sign off?
Negative. I don't have the scheduling for. Let me go try out betas because it's always when I don't want to be doing anything but playing what I want to play.
Yeah, but you should sign up, and if you get in, just let me log in.
Oh, those are facts. I could do that.
You're a piece of shit, this guy.
You need to have a Riot account.
I don't know. I just put my email in
I
because I
thought
knew
you
I had
signed.
one.
Oh, okay. So you don't. Okay, you just have to put an email. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know if it has to be a Riot account associated email. I just put that one.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That was my sense. It would be like, I played.
Is there a Riot launcher now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Been.
okay. Because I never really played Valorant, so I don't know if Valorant was just on Epic Game Store or what the case was.
It might be on Epic. I don't know, but it's on Game Pass or the Xbox app.
Valorant is the PC build? Oh, okay.
Valorant. I don't remember if League is. Runeterra, I think, is. And maybe TFT is its own thing. I don't know.
I mean, that's back when Microsoft was making some good moves there.
Yeah.
Now, sort of good moves. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I'll sign up and just let you know if I get the code. But
Did you get in?
2xk. Yeah, I'm in. I'm sending you the code now. It's just like the middle finger and ASCII.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I don't have that kind of talent. I'd have to look it up. I'm sure you can just look up anything in ASCII and you can get that. Huh?
I thought he barked.
Yeah, I thought he was trying to talk to Forrest. Anywho. That's it for this week's episode. Nice and short and sweet. Hopefully this week will be more. What the term will be? What is the term I'm looking for here? I don't know if entertaining is not it. Maybe we'll consume more this week. I do still have oh, I might actually talk about Iron Claw next week because I still need to watch that and that's out digitally. So
I need to watch that and Maestro.
I watched that.
Maestro or
Maestro?
Iron Claw?
Iron Claw.
Oh, nice. Then hold on to it because I will talk about it next week because I'm gonna watch it this week. Cool.
That's what they all say.
Do you know if Maestro's out on digital or is it still?
I thought it was a Netflix movie.
Oh, it is.
I don't know. I could be lying to you.
Oh, then yes.
On Netflix.
Yep. So the answer is yes. It's out digitally. So I
See?
can help you with that.
You think I'm some kind of lying buster?
Nah.
Netflix is hiring.
What do you mean? Hiring for what positions?
Doggy.
Damn.
Bunch.
Oh, really? Like software as well? If anybody from Deep Arts is listening, I'm just curious. I'm not looking around. You know what I'm saying? Netflix jobs.
They're hiring artists too.
Oh, like UI
You
or
3D.
Oh, okay.
apply?
Yeah, did you apply for it?
When do you start?
Monday.
Sick.
I'd actually really pop off if that was your reveal.
Nah. I mean, I don't know if I would tell you or not.
What the hell?
That's fucked up.
What?
That's
I'm not usually the type of person. Oh, guess what? I got a new job at blah blah. I don't do that.
You say that now, but when you're sleeping, I'm gonna shit in all your shoes.
Wow.
Oh, I forgot they had a game studio because there's a game designer position remote.
Dead Cells it has a is on there.
Yeah, but it's not that team. It's Boss Fight Entertainment.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and then there's one for Netflix Game Studio proper. Lead combatants designer. What?
Making a fighting game?
I don't know. Same studio, Netflix Game Studio. Lead world designer. So they're doing something. There's some machine learning engineers opening, security software engineer. There's a lot. You're right. There's a lot of positions open, and these are all remote. There's a filter you can check for remote. These are all remote United States. Full stack software engineer level 4/5. Senior mobile engineer for the game studio as well. Yeah, they're gonna be releasing something. Video encoding and streaming. The software engineer for cloud gaming. That makes sense. Cool. Lead animation engineer. Yo, Randall, there might be a game studio thing you can do here. You feel me?
Hmm?
There's games, but like game dev positions that are open if you're trying to do 3D art here.
I already applied for the 3D environment
Oh, okay.
artist.
iOS software engineer, Android software engineer. I wonder. Let me see something. Oh, damn.
It's all California shit.
Well, you can do remote. You can filter through it. You want to read
It
this?
says like remote Brazil, remote California.
There should be remote United States.
I don't see it.
We might not be looking at the same thing.
Literally at the right at the top.
Yep. A level
Told you.
5. Yo, check this. Check these numbers out. A level 5 software engineer that's working on the live streaming pipeline in Netflix. If you check, you can see the range of compensation for the role. Take a guess without looking.
210,000.
Dollars? Thousand? Okay. It's a
Dollars
range.
still though.
It's a range. So I don't know if you want to lower, upper.
Shit. Low. That's the lower, and then I want 250 to be the top.
Okay, Randall. I hope you're not cheating and looking through the list.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question. What?
That's his way of
Ain't
saying I already
cheating.
looked it up. Yeah. That's a guess. How much? Guess the range of compensation for a level 5 software engineer there.
Level 5?
Yep.
Yeah, prestige.
I don't know. I would figure that's probably like in the 3 to 5 range. That's a lot.
3 what? Like I need you to be specific. 3 what?
300 to 500.
Okay.
You said level 5, right?
Yeah. All right. So the range is between 100,000 and 400,000.
Oh.
So you guys were both. You guys were were in the range. That's insane cash, dude.
That's it. I'm a level 5 programmer.
What?
I just found out I'm a level 5 programmer.
All right, then you should apply. It's remote.
I just did a like ancestry in me. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Is it me and my DNA? What is it called?
Yeah, DNA and me or something.
Yeah. What is it called? Look what I am.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. 17% level 5 programmer.
It looks like they use AWS as their backbone because nice to have is expertise in AWS
Their eyes are up here, looking at backs.
and knowledge of all the encoders and stuff. Nice. That was a cool little Google, huh? Anywho, that's how we wrap it up. We tell you how much Netflix pays their employees, and we're gonna just walk away with that.
It's just to humble everybody.
It's to let you know how we doing out here, right? Not we as in me. I do not work for Netflix.
I don't work for anything that rhymes with Netflix.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What was I gonna say?
Words.
Probably words. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching, listening. This is a short one. I personally prefer the short ones, but I know we like to hang here and pull each other's things. But that's about it. We'll be back next week with, hopefully, if I get my shit together, Iron Claw impressions and maybe Dune. So that is it. Bye.